Okay, so I am back, and I wanted to do another figure review. I just got these guys Saturday night or Saturday afternoon. Didn't put up anything on the internet about when I got them because I didn't think people would like to see these figures. They're fairly newer, but with Red Hood being the newest, and the Batman being newish old at this point. So, I'm gonna get into the accessories first, and I will do the trading cards first, and then I look at Red Hood first, then the Batman. So, give me 1 second, we'll get to that. So here's Red Hood in full form. Here's Red Hood's card. Red Hood, Dawn of DC. Picture of him. On the back, up the top of his head picture, that was on the front of the card. This piece right there. Red Hood, Dawn of DC. The data file. Real name, Jason Todd. Jason Todd was the second and easily the most troubled, angry, with desperate need to prove himself. Jason's impulsive behavior led to his death at the hands of the Joker. Resurrected to become the heroic Red Hood, Jason now walks his own path, learning to handle the anger that forged him. Sorry, I can't speak English apparently. But actually they gave like a stand for these. But I think they only do that for the prestige ones or the limited edition ones. So as you can see here, he has fist hand. He had 2 grabbing hands and 2 fisted hands. I can't find a fisted hand at all. I don't know where it went. I also have the boxes because they got torn up during shipping, so I had to I had them ordered to the Walmart near me. I went down and picked them up, and the boxes were basically done for, so I threw those away. Full disclaimer, this dagger knife didn't come with them. It's actually a part of this Raphael, a part of a scythe that I made into a knife. And I thought it fit well for Red Hood. So this knife doesn't come with them. But of course it has 2 open hands, more like grabbing hand type things. Yeah, like grabbing weapon hands. And then they come with 2 fist hands, but again I can't find the fist hand, so I'm not sure where it went to or where it's at. He then came with a katana. Kind of weird. But I've never read that Red Hood comic. I know it's the Outlaw Red Hood, but I don't ever remember him using a katana in the Outlaw comic books. But still cool accessory either way. It bends very easily though too. Then he came with a crowbar. Probably a signature weapon that Joker used, which I know he did to beat Jason Todd to death. But it's kind of cool they add this, as if we don't already have enough crowbars in this huge series of figures that they've been producing from McFarlane. But you want this Red Hood, you'll get a 50th one of the crowbars. So be warned of that. So that's nice. But why? Just why? So, he also comes with a base, too. Batman did as well. So, one thing to note is he does have hair under here. Not sure where you can see it. Not sure. Try to pull it back, if I even can, without ripping the figure. There's the hair. There's hair there. So if you want to cut this hood off, you can. Or get him a cloth goods sleeveless hoodie. You could. But traditional butterfly joints. The head moves like that before it disappears into his head or into his hood. I can't get it back. Try to get his head back in position. It's not going well. There we go. So his head can go down about that foot. It can go up to like the top of his hood. He has butterfly joints for his arms, double elbow joints for both of the arms. The wrists spin, but compared to the other figures like Batman, his is a pop off with the hand. Red Hood's is all one piece. So, as in Batman's, it's just that, and you have to connect with a little peg. He has a twist in his upper arm, his bicep. He can hinge at the wrists for all hands. He can go, come on hand, go up about that far, down about that far. He can twist the top of his body, his upper chest. He can twist, I think it has diaphragm. Yeah, he can twist it as diaphragm all the way around. The coat, though, is glued to it, so don't try to pull the coat off unless you want to make a custom coat. Belt looks deep. Belt's also attached to the crotch piece. These little, like, pockets are sculpted on. Kind of a nice touch. Same with these little buckles for the boots are sculpted on. His legs can go about that far out. Yep, about that far. They can double joint bend at the knees for both of the legs. He has a thigh cut for both legs. For both legs. He has the hinge about that far. Up about that far. It can twist and the ankle rocker. And then of course toe articulation for both feet. Goes out about that far. The arms go out about this far. And I will do comparison at the very end of the video. But if you go on the back here, so I figured this out. This right here is for the sword. This more open one is for the crowbar. But they're fun to actually give you a spot to holster his weapons at. So, the one corresponding to his right arm holds the crowbar. The one corresponding to his left arm holds his sword. If I can get it in. Give me 1 sec. I'm going to show you it in full swing, but it's just not wanting to do it. It's just... There we go. Or I think even you could do this if you have that Raphael that I have. Kind of like that. That's a little too big. You can make a little holster in his pocket though, if you want to do that. But that is Red. The next one is the Batman, the Dark Knight himself. So, I will be back with him. Here is the Batman. But it's the Batman Reborn. So it's not actually Bruce Wayne. Spoiler alert. They are going to be making a Robin from the Reborn era. But this version of Batman Reborn, they'll be having a Dick Grayson Reborn, which I think is already out. Picture of the suit from the comics. Pretty close, other than the... I mean, the symbol looks fine, the belt and stuff. I think the only thing that's off is like the ears and the mask and stuff. Looks a little different compared to this one. But this version of him is Dick Grayson, who, if you don't know, that is Nightwing, who is an older version of Robin. Evil wins as Darkseid's forces conquer the Earth, seducing and killing Batman until Superman leads to a revolt to stop the giant. But Superman leads... The end of the series is revealed that Bruce Wayne is merely displaced in time. He eventually finds his way home while Dick Grayson as Batman protects Gotham City. Always an optimist and one to make light of nearly any situation. When Dick stepped into the role of the Batman, he made quite the contrast to Damian Wayne, a brooding and troubled young Robin. So he has the head that can go all the way around, can go down about that far, up about that far, side to side, and left and right. He has butterfly joints, double jointed elbows, they can go out about that far, they can go up about that far. He has upper chest movements, lower diaphragm movement, goes down about that far, up about that far, he can go out with his legs about that far, up about that far, back not really, double jointed knees, the hinge about that far, up about that far. No ankle rocker on this one, but it does twist and the articulation. But I think the main purpose of having Batmans like this is the cape. It's a cloth good cape. It has bendy wire going through the ends and tips of the cape itself. So like this, so I can put it like that. I can bend it a little bit more down. I can bend the bendy wire up over him. All that stuff. So actually I didn't break the cape. Yeah, all that stuff. I can do literally all the bendy wire stuff with all that. So, Batman comes with these are like shock knuckle braces. And you simply remove it. You just hold the gauntlet and pull. Came with grabbing hands. This Batarang didn't come with this from a Nightfall Batman. But grabbing hands. I'm only going to do these open hands on this one arm because my other wrist peg is breaking. But you also have these hands, the more gripping hands, the open hands. I'm going to do on this arm only because the other peg is kind of busted open already. Sorry, I'm really sorry, I was trying to figure out what was going on. Okay. But, yeah, so you have those options. So that's going to be comparison time with 4 figures that I collected, plus these 2 figures I'm showing you now. Well, I want to do this first. So, Red Hood's a little bigger than Dick. And he's dead. But now, here is Batman. Next to Red Hood. Next to Raphael. next to Harley Quinn. Bitch, look this way. Pretty decent size for all four. So, obviously the shortest one here is Raphael because he's a turtle. But, not bad. And these figures, so these figures will be being used. Oh wait, his hand popped off. These figures will be being used in the Batman Red Hood. What's it called? Stop motion. So watch out for that. Because these figures will be being used in that stop motion. So, just warning you. The Red Hood Batman stop motion. These two figures will be what I'll be using. With a mix of other figures. So I will see you guys in the next video. For right now, goodbye.